Betty, it's Kelly, and I'm back with another layout. And this layout is based on the sketch that you just saw. I will also have that appear again at the end with the still shot and detail shots. So this is a photo of my stepson and my oldest grandson. I am going to basically follow the sketch fairly well. That's what I wanted to say. Words are hard today, apparently. So I'm starting out with that background paper, which is the grid paper from Chamel's field trip, and that is from the 12 by 12 field trip pad. So I can't tell you exactly where it is from. And then I have that red paper from Chamel Field Trip Far, Far Away paper, and that's going to mimic the block of red paper that's in the block of paper that's in the sketch. And then I'm going to add this really large polka dot paper, which is from Simple Story School Life, the Educate Yourself paper. And I'm going to just cut that banner. And you saw what I did where I just folded the paper in half and then cut the banner, the fishtail ends there. And that's how you know that you're going to get a perfect fishtail from end to end, because it will be perfect. Then I have this stripe paper from Chamel Field Trip, and it's the National History paper. I love this because that stripe kind of brings all the colors together, as really does the banner there. So I'm liking how that looks, but there's a whole heck of a lot of space on this layout. So I'm thinking there was a paper above on the layout in the sketch, but I didn't like this. And that is that's one of the offcuts from one of the border strips in this field trip collection. I don't remember what it actually is. Then I found this tag here, and that's from the Ellie Studio tag die cuts, which is something that they just brought out last year actually. So I thought that would be kind of a nice little addition, and I could journal just a little bit on that tag. That is not on it's not a tag, but it's a circle on the original sketch, if that kind of helps a little bit, kind of how I'm working things out there. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this whole cluster down, and I'm adding my Memento Dewdrop ink and gray flannel there to kind of help bring everything together, because I do have 3 different collections there. Not committing to this, kind of, it looks like a composition pad. I don't know, it felt really heavy on top there, and it just felt like it brought it down. And now maybe that's just because of what I used versus something else. I did, by the way, chop just a little bit off of that tag, so it worked better. So then I kind of liked the idea of putting that strip down here and then maybe with a piece of colored paper there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to ink all of these strips and just put them down here. Then I decided I wanted to put almost like a cap on the top of this layout. For some reason, it felt like things were gonna, I don't know, float out of the top, whatever, with that stripe paper, which is the natural history paper from Field Trip. So I'm just gonna add that across the top. I really like how that makes this look bright. And now I'm just really repeating the papers that I have in the bottom. I did cut a little bit off that edge of the red paper. I knew I might do that. And then I'm thinking, again, I'm going to just start repeating papers that I've already used up here. So just trimming a little bit there. And then just inking all those edges again. And I like the way that looks. Something just, I've done this before, but it's a little bit different. I don't do this all the time. I could have put another strip all the way across the bottom, but that just felt a little bit too, the frame felt a little bit too contrived for me, if that makes any sense. So I'll put the black paper down, the red paper down, and instead of doing like a shelf, kind of like I did in the top there, then I'm going to just take this stripe across in the middle here. Okay, and there we go. now that I have that down, then I feel like I will be able to position things a little bit better. So I am looking through some of my Schmel die cuts, and I find this airplane almost all the way that says amazing right away. And that came from the Schmel Starshine cardstock in acetate shapes, and I love it on this layout. So this layout is about my oldest grandson, who at the time is 8 here, is showing his dad the wonders of Abbott and Costello, because my stepson never really watched Abbott and Costello, either as a kid or as an adult. And so M#1 was showing that to him. And I think my daughter-in-law posted this picture to Facebook. I know she did that. And I think she did say schooling, that M#1 is schooling dad here. So that's what I'm going to title this, is Schooling Dad. And these are this is the Silver Puffy Alpha from Schmel's Field Trip, the alphabet stickers. I love this alpha. I have had 2 sheets of it because I love it so much. So I'm looking here because I can tell there's some sort of film on this. I just couldn't find it right away. So then I got that off because it was a little cloudy looking. And now that I kind of have the title on and that plain embellishment, now I can go through and get the photo block there. So I'm just taking my tiny glue dots here and putting them on the back of that acetate where you won't see them as easily. All right, next up are some puffy stars. And I'm just playing around with colors. The puffy stars are from Ellie's Studio, and I'm going to use them from a couple of different collections just so I can get what I feel like are the right colors here. Well, that was looking a little, with the orange down there originally, it was looking a little Halloween-like, so then I added a red there. Just kind of playing around here. Again, looking for some more colors here. And that's all I'm really doing here, is just going through. I have tons and tons of puffy hearts and stars. Not as many stars, actually. Wish they'd come out with, they've done a lot of different variations of hearts. I wish they'd come out with some stars again. And if you followed me at all, you know I don't like mixing hearts and stars on the same page. It's just my thing. So anyway. And then last but not least, I need a little bit of twine. So I'm going to grab some twine from this Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. And that comes in like a pack of 12 different ones. So you can get, all the basic kind of twine colors here. And I love how that looks. And little bright, simple, fun layout. I'm still changing star colors there. All right, everybody, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.